Hey guys, so today's video I'm reacting to a pretty insane looking Explore With Us body cam footage video. The video is called 78-year-old turns birthday party into a murder scene. This feels like it's going to be shocking. Hi baby. Hello, do you want to come to with us? Casper, as some of you may know, who is my cat, he has had irritable bowel syndrome for the past 2 weeks. I've taken him to the vet, he's gotten scanned, that's how he got diagnosed. I thought it was stress due to the fact that I was working and I was away from home obviously a lot more. I used to work from home every day, whereas now I'm 100% back in the office. I thought maybe it had just been a struggle for him to sort of get used to the new schedule, but once he did, I thought maybe he might get used to it, although I did take him to the vet and he did get an injection. And the second week he was fine. He was pretty chill, he didn't have any issues, and then all of a sudden on the third week it was back again by the midweek, and I took him to the vet on the Saturday and they said they needed to scan him, so I took him back in on Sunday and he had a nice big scan. He's got a huge bald patch on his belly to prove it, and even a little bald patch under his chin. He's feeling a little sorry for himself because he's on constant dietary sort of food, so different biscuits, different wet food. I'm just trying to find stuff he likes. I was really hoping we had a good turn yesterday because he seemed to be okay, but then I've come back in this morning and found that he's been sick and he's had irritable bowel again, so it's going to be like this for weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. They said he needs to be on this food. Here he is. Hi. Here. Look at this belly. Oh, look at that belly. Yes. Oh, my poor boy.
You're an you're that guy was an
Wow. I was not expecting that.
but I certainly did not run over him on purpose.
A man is left fighting for his life after being struck by a truck at a birthday party.
Jesus!
Leaving police to determine whether it was a tragic accident or something more deliberate.
I'm in charge. I'm the baddest in Washington County.
Okay, I can see we've got a Trump supporter here.
Officers from the League City, Texas Police Department responded to an accident call at a neighborhood park. The injured man is Donald Corvette Davis, a 72-year-old local resident.
You got these acceleration marks right here, or braking marks. I don't know if it was this truck that... See him right here in the back? I don't know if that's what hit him.
They turned their attention to a Ford F-150 parked on the grass nearby, and the man still seated behind the wheel.
So he was not doing anything to try and hide that he may have been involved.
78-year-old Vietnam veteran and former League City resident, Ted Castle.
I'm the one who ran over him.
You're the one who ran over?
Just as I said that.
You're the one who ran over him?
Yeah, my foot slips off the brake sometimes in this truck.
Maybe you shouldn't be driving that truck then. Because what if that was a fucking child? They would immediately be dead. So maybe sell that truck and downsize. What is it with people in fucking massive trucks? Not just in America, even though they are out of fucking control in America. In the UK, there's also been recent studies where massive SUVs and trucks are being consistently bought now. And not only are roads not fucking built for it, SUVs are meant to be for people in the country who do country things on rural roads and shit. Not suburban fucking areas. That's probably one of the reasons why our roads are so constantly fucking torn up, because of the fact that you've got these huge weighty vehicles for fucking nothing. You don't need an SUV when you have kids, but it seems to be the fucking go-to thing these days. So dangerous.
What were you doing out here?
Came for my friend's birthday party.
Okay. And is he here for the same party?
I don't even know who the that is.
I don't even know who the fuck that is. Okay, but you ran over him. Why are you so... What is with the attitude?
He has a broken hip and a femur and a degloved right hand.
Oh! I know what degloved means. I've watched enough medical shows to know what the fuck that means. Oh... Okay, if you don't know what degloved means, there's a reason why it made me feel immediately sick. It means the skin of your hand has almost been pulled off like it's a glove. The skin has come off of your hand. Was his hand literally run over by a tyre to do that? Or was it just literally the force that hit him that oh...
So like all the skin like here like peeled back.
You don't need to tell me.
Both men came to the park to attend the 95th birthday party of a mutual friend, known locally as Dub.
95. He's there to celebrate a 95-year-old man's birthday and runs over a man. Why? Way to make it about your fucking self as well. His 95th birthday, everyone is now just going to be talking about the dickhead who ruined it by running someone over.
As Ted continues speaking with officers, he describes prior incidents in which he says his foot slipped from the brake onto the accelerator.
This is a consistent issue then. Like I say, either downgrade, or if it is, the way his attitude is seems like it's more deliberate than he's making out. And if that's the case, this is someone who's serially trying to hurt people and should be behind bars because they are a danger to society.
I was getting ready to park, my foot slipped off the brake and I hit another truck head on, okay? Now, here's a picture of the second time, where I hit the Goodwill store.
That's 3. A truck, a store, and a person in one day. Possibly within hours of each other. Even like seconds if the truck was in the doors parking.
He's got a handprint there right on the front bumper. Yeah, that could be him. Yeah, that could be what degloved his hand, right?
Look at how big that fucking truck is. If his hand got stuck in that grill when he was being run over and he's had to pull it out, and that's...
Because that possibly a right hand, maybe?
That is a hand.
If you're an you're an that guy was an
Doesn't mean you can just run him down. Jesus Christ. Look, there is a song by Limp Bizkit that highlights, if you're just having one of those fucking days, all you want to do is just punch something, right? We've all had it. But that doesn't mean you get to just go around and start fucking punching people with zero consequences. That's what this feels like. This feels like the guy has had hard life, especially if he's a veteran. He's got to his breaking point, taking his frustration out on someone. That's what it seems like so far.
But I certainly did not run over him on purpose. I can guarantee you that. That was an accident.
But he's an arsehole. So which is it? Because you're giving very good evidence to the contrary of you run him over because he's a fucking arsehole. You knew that you had a problem with braking.
He first got here, he circled around and parked there, and that's what I told him you really shouldn't. He went off and said, I lived here for 30 years, I can do whatever I want.
I literally was just talking to my hairdresser about this exact same issue because she was just on holiday and she said about the fact that she came back and within like a couple of days she felt the weight of like the British public basically on her shoulders because everybody just moans, no one wants to make anything better. And she said about the fact that one of her clients came in and she basically said that, this person made her day because they basically did an act of kindness. I can't remember what the act of kindness was. And I said, that's kind of the problem. Everyone wants community without actually actively being part of a community. And I think that is why in so many areas people feel so disconnected and feel so unseen, unheard, and just lonely. Everyone seems to have the mentality of, well, it's somebody else's problem. I mentioned the fact that when I took my mum's dog for walks, when I was looking after him, and I said that there's certain, little paths and stuff I don't go down very often. I said that when I was walking down these paths, I noticed the amount of rubbish that is down there because everyone just has this fuck it mentality of it's somebody else's problem. It's the same with fly tipping. As soon as someone fly tips something, that's somebody else's problem, even though it is literally your item that you have fly tipped. That is why I think one of the reasons, there's many reasons, obviously 14 years of austerity, etc. But I think one of the reasons that people feel so disconnected from community is because people don't want to actually be actively part of a community anymore. No one wants to help their neighbours anymore. No one wants to be friendly. No one wants to do an act of kindness. Even when I was walking back from the station yesterday, so we have in the UK like these little food caddy things. They had all of their wheelie bins in their garden and the food caddy had either been left on the pavement or it had been blown off by the wind onto the pavement because it was on its side. It had a number on it, 79, and I was in front of the house 79, so I literally just picked it up and put it back on its wheelie bin as an act of kindness. No one was there to see it, but I did it because if that was me, I wouldn't want my wheelie bin, grabbed and taken by a neighbour or even just like blown down the street, hit someone's fucking car. It's little things like that that make a difference in people's communities without even really you realising it, because things get cleaned up, people feel cared for, just like smiling at someone when you walk past or saying good morning or whatever. I'm not saying you have to, but more people used to do it when, you're walking your dog. It's just little things like that that make you feel like more of a community. And this sort of mentality mentality that this guy has is that exact same mentality that I'm trying to highlight of the fuck everyone, I get to do whatever I want. Then acting like he's the shit, he's the baddest motherfucker. He couldn't even act appropriately for his friend's 95th birthday party.
If people see your car there, they're going to think they can park there. Right. From the parking lot. Corvette called me and said, "What's the deal with the truck at the park?" I explained him what happened. I didn't think he was going to come down here, but apparently he did. Probably confronted the guy.
Guests continue to arrive for the celebration, despite the park having been transformed into an active crime scene.
Fucking hell, people are so oblivious. This is another thing. Like, it's that entitlement. There is so much entitlement now. The amount of entitlement people have has gotten so fucking out of control, and I think a lot of it is related to social media. I think there's become this ideology of it's about me, I'm the main character, rather than everyone is part of the story, everyone is part of your experience. You definitely should have moments of, no, this is about me, 100%. There's a fucking crime scene, police tape around, and you set up a fucking birthday party picnic in the park there. Get a grip.
Can you believe this? People just keep showing up.
No, just like this.
I have the food for the birthday party.
Did she just ask a police officer to help her out, to interrupt a fucking crime scene, to put birthday party food out? It's going to be hard to find somewhere else to take it, but surely there's got to be some other fucking place in that massive park where you could go. Like, I appreciate that Donald Trump is literally in the process of doing so much shit to national parks, which is absolutely revolting, not only for the animals, the environment, the fucking just humanity in general, global warming, you know, the bee population. I could go on. Like, there's got to be somewhere else you could sit. Even if it's on the floor, even if you go and get some like little deck chairs or something so people have got somewhere to sit at rather than the actual picnic benches. There's got to be somewhere else in that park you can go with your food and your party shit. To ask an officer. Wow.
Now we got a doodle in the scene.
Now the fucking dog. Oh my god, this is just becoming chaotic.
As Corvette is rushed to the hospital fighting for his life, Ted takes the opportunity to tell the officers a little bit about himself.
Sorry. It's just like, not the situation, not any of the questions that they're probably going to ask, but let me just tell you my life story. Sit down, because it's going to be a long one. I'm 78 years old. Like, what the fuck?
Yellow's my color, right? I own this Jeep. I bought it because it was yellow. It's a 1988.
That officer don't give two fucks.
Looks like a pretty fun Jeep, huh?
Yes, sir.
It's more than just fun, it's kicking. I'm just telling you a little bit about who the I am.
I'm listening.
I'm not trying to bore you.
You are boring him.
But as officers continue processing the scene, Ted becomes increasingly irritated by the inconvenience the investigation is becoming for him.
Yeah, don't mind you just degloved somebody's fucking hand and they're literally being raced to a hospital in critical condition. Let's worry about you. Do you see what I mean?
You know how many cops you got here? 18 cops? And nobody's helping me do a thing? I gotta piss and nobody's helping me do that? What the is wrong with you guys?
You expecting someone to hold your dick for you? What do you mean? Have you asked to go to the bathroom?
Well, there were written statements. We're also
Well,
working
how long does it take?
but at least a couple
I'm losing my temper.
Really? I couldn't tell. Oh, I forgot to plug in my microphone. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm not refilming that part. I've got so much to do today. I've got to film and edit in the same day, so I can't refilm. Also, it wouldn't be a genuine reaction. I'm sorry about the audio. I put it on the top of the camera and forgot to actually plug it into the fucking camera.
You don't want me to lose my temper.
No, I don't.
My attorney will not appreciate that.
You already have an attorney on fucking file, like, or is he just saying in general? Because obviously the county has to provide you one if you don't have one. He's gonna have you guys by your nuts if you fuck with me. I just realised that he said that his favourite colour is yellow. Maybe that's why he constantly gets himself in problems, because of the fact he loves police tape. Just thought.
Where's your attorney?
None of your business. None of your business.
Okay.
But by God, when he shows up, you'll recognize who he is.
Is he Saul Goodman?
And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque.
Better call Saul.
You better not arrest me. If you do, you'll be making the biggest mistake of your life. Hey, come here. Get over here.
Fucking hell. The attitude on this man.
Gotta piss right now. I'm gonna piss by my truck or by this table.
You're not going to piss by either of those.
You're starting to piss me off already. Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Well, you can't piss out here.
Will literally be put on the sex register for that. Indecent exposure. You're not allowed to just pull your dick out and piss.
Can't pull your out and piss. You can't do that.
You guys, your brains aren't working very well, especially his.
Well, if you're this angry after you caused an accident.
Well, sir, we've asked you to go with us to the porta potty.
Where in the is it?
It's just right behind your truck. It's literally
Let's go over
10
there.
feet away from your truck.
Let's go do it.
All right.
Don't with me. Get out of my way. I gotta have room.
I've got to have room. You can barely stand.
No, that's fine. I'm not.
My balance sucks.
That's fine.
Move out of my way.
I got to stay close.
Back
sir.
up.
Hey, no, sir.
You.
No.
You.
Do not get that.
I'm taking
If
this
you can't,
cane.
if you can't walk without it, you can walk with it. But if you hit me with it, I'm going to have to take it away from you.
I'm not hitting you with it.
Patience of saints. There's a lot of officers that wouldn't have this much patience.
Don't touch me.
Get close. No,
Get
we'll
the
we'll walk into the
Get
latrine.
this away
We'll walk
from
into the
me.
latrine. Hey,
I
hold
said
on.
don't
Hold on.
touch
Hey,
me.
hold on, sir. Hey, I'm sticking it there. It's okay.
Why do you respect him so much? He's a veteran. You need to respect him.
Seriously, the cop just said that? The guy's been absolutely abhorrent to every single officer. You don't garner respect when you don't treat others with it.
Dude, that guy's been pissed off since he got here.
He's not helping.
And he proved it.
He's got the itis.
Itis? What the fuck is that? What is itis slang for? Refers to heavy, lethargic and sleepy feeling you get after eating a large or particularly satisfying meal. Don't think it's that. Basically a food coma. Don't think it's that. I will say the guy's probably in a lot of pain. He might have like shrapnel somewhere or something like that. I know from experience that when you're in pain, you tend to have a lot shorter fuse. You have very little patience. A family member who has gone through 2 hip surgeries because they had arthritis in both, and ever since she's had both of her hips done, she is like a completely different person. She used to complain about everything. She was never happy with anything. And nowadays, she's the most easygoing person. It's like a complete shit of who she was. So I know that that can cause this kind of irritability. Even for myself, when I get in pain, whether it's like period pains or like back pains or whatever else, those pains can get so bad they literally, the pain shoots through my legs, and then obviously that's painful and you just can't think properly. Like I can get also very overstimulated. So with like that pain, plus when I'm in work, I'm in London and I go out for a break or something and there's just so many people everywhere. There's just noises everywhere. There's police sirens, construction, people talking, music. There's just like, there's nowhere quiet I can go to just fucking relax. And it is so overstimulating. And when you're in pain on top of that, I feel like I want to cry because it's just too much. There are no fucking quiet places in London. There is a church around the corner. Maybe I just need to go and sit in the church and just like close my fucking eyes and pretend I'm praying.
Officers transport Ted to the police department, where he shares some personal details about the birthday boy, Dub.
His wife died 2 years ago. Now he's dating 60-year-old women.
What has that got to do with anything unless you're just jealous? It's weird that 60-year-old women are dating an 85-year-old man. Don't get me wrong. But, like, what has that got to do with the fact that you're in a police station right now? It's so random.
Well,
You know what I asked him the other day?
What's that?
Dub, when's the last time you ate?
I don't want to know the last time an 85-year-old did that. I don't want to know the last time a 78-year-old did that. When people get to a certain age, you don't really want to think about their sexual prowess, you know? You do you, obviously, but like... And it's not the act itself, it's the age thing.
His answer was this: 2 years. So when was the last time you ate?
What a fucking question to ask a police officer.
Well, that's between me and my wife.
Yes, exactly. It's personal.
You know what my IQ is?
No, I don't, but I love
147.
That's pretty solid. That's pretty high.
That's better than pretty high.
That's really high. Let me say
So don't
that.
try to mentally with me because it won't work.
He's so combative.
I'm not gonna guy that's gonna blow smoke up.
Good.
I'm gonna pretty much tell
Because
you
if you
straight.
do, you'll regret it. Now I'll shut the up and you ask me questions.
Thank you. I mean, you're literally not in charge. What is happening right now?
When detectives ask Ted if he drove to League City for the party by himself, he tells them he had a companion along for the ride, his friend and housemate, Dennis.
His life sucks, so I volunteered to give him a new life and let him live on my ranch.
Why have I got a feeling that he probably treats the housemate as like a slave though? Like, clean this, do that, cook my meals. He doesn't seem the kindest of people, right?
He's trying to learn how to act and he's not doing a very good job. His brain is about the size of my...
So tiny? Because what is that comparison?
Getting a lot better getting along with him.
Okay.
But sometimes I still holler at him.
Oh, he goes off. He goes off. I mean, look, you see that? Mm-hmm. He hit me with his cane earlier today.
Yeah, so that police officer being like, don't hit me with that cane. And he's like, I'm not going to hit you with the cane. But he's obviously... I said, didn't I? That the guy seems fucking... Well, first of all, very unstable. Secondly, should not be driving. Thirdly, should probably be in a mental institution due to the fact that he's causing accidents and he's super fucking like combative about everything. Is that a crime? No, but like I don't think he's mentally well.
Golf cart rolled in with Doug and his son and and Dennis.
Okay.
The guy who was with me who I kicked out of my truck because he was being a jerk.
That's how you treat about your housemate? You just kick them out of your car and get them to walk?
Earlier, while still at the scene, Ted offered his version of what happened next.
And then whoever that guy is over there, he took me to the hospital, standing in front of my truck, cussing at me, saying I had a lot of balls parking in the park. So I told him to get... I say that word a lot. It's one of my favorite words.
I mean, same. But you're also like really angry.
So fine. Nobody with me ever. I've lost 70 pounds in the last 4 years. I weighed 230 to 240 pounds for 5 decades. I can bench press 300 pounds. I'm a football player.
You're 78. Dude, you're 78. I don't think you're any of these things anymore.
I'm a physical, fit, bad...
Yes, sir.
Now I'm a weak old 78 Vietnam vet and I carry a 38 pistol.
There it is. Of course he fucking carries a gun. I was literally thinking about this earlier. I don't know why I didn't say it. That I wouldn't be surprised if at some point he ends up shooting someone due to his constant anger issues, which is why not only vehicular manslaughter, but like hurting someone with a gun, like him being a danger to society, running through my mind. So this doesn't surprise me.
Well, if anybody with me, they're in deep.
Okay.
Nobody with me. I don't give a if I'm weak and old. I can still pull a trigger.
Can you hold up the gun?
Okay?
I get it. Yes, sir. I get it. So what happened?
He started bad-mouthing me, and I pulled that pistol out and showed it to him through my windshield. I said,
That's a big fucking gun. And it was loaded.
Did you think he was going to hurt you?
I didn't give a he wasn't going to get a chance. Nobody period.
No, I understand that, but I'm asking,
Don't ask silly questions.
Okay.
my question is, did you feel threatened? Was he doing something to make you feel threatened?
I wasn't threatened. I was pissed off.
So you ran him over by accident, apparently.
Did your friend say anything to you?
No, nobody said a word. They were all thinking I was a maniac.
Well, your actions kind of provide that evidence. Sorry.
I am a maniac. I'm in charge.
There you go. So, why are you astounded that people think you are if you say you are? Am I missing something?
I'm the baddest in Washington County.
Ted goes on to explain that the pistol seemed to scare away Corvette, but he returned only a short time later.
And so at that point, Ted realizes that he's got on his phone calling police, so he yells at me, "Dad, come on, get in the truck." He steers toward the guy and pushes toward him. I said, "No, come on, don't." And he was like, it's like he wasn't going fast, he was just going slow, and then all of a sudden, it went quick. All of a sudden, it just went quick. I don't think that was deliberate. He had all his toes cut off on one foot. He has a hard time.
Is anyone believing that? I believe Dennis's account, don't get me wrong. I just think because he has almost like a bias towards someone who allowed them to stay at their property, their ranch, to provide a different kind of life to them or something, he might have obviously a bias towards thinking well of somebody, but the evidence in the account screams otherwise.
Well, why did it happen? Do we know why?
Caretaker's gonna run it over.
There you go.
Actually, what I said, jokingly, I said to these people in the golf cart, I told them, where's that ignorant? I'm gonna run him over with my truck. I said that. I was joking.
You went and did it, so it's vehicular manslaughter, or attempted at least. It's so giving Trump. Trump fucking loyalists are like, oh, he was only joking, and then he goes and does it, and they're like, oh yeah, he meant that the whole time. The cult will cult.
They don't know me. They don't know whether I'm joking or not.
Your friends that you've known for 40 years?
I haven't seen him. I haven't lived here in 15 years. Okay? Even though he was an he certainly didn't deserve what he got.
Well, there's one thing we can agree on, Ted. Thank you.
Did you guys have anything to drink today?
He did. He had 2 drinks. He started to have a drink right there at Dove's, but then he ended up leaving with that. And I believe while he was at the park, he drank 2 of them because right after that accident, he had me take 2 beers out, throw them in the trash can.
So, when is someone going to take away this man's fucking license?
Remember I told you that, I don't blow smoke up. I'm going to tell you straight when you tell you straight, right? You respect that.
Sure, I remember.
Okay, so a couple things.
Okay.
One, it is against the law to pull your gun out and wave it at somebody and attempt to threaten him or scare him.
Okay, we're going to change the law.
We're going to change the law. Honestly, at this point, he could probably run for congressman or Supreme Court or something, because these people, for some reason, have no fucking term limits and give the roles to people who are of this man's kind of age. They're the most angry fucking people who want to take everything away from everyone else and make it legal for them to do whatever the fuck they want. So, he could easily do the job.
Go ahead.
As it sits now, that is against the law.
That's not the problem. Go ahead.
Second is, he's dead.
I did not see that coming. He must have had internal bleeding when he got hit or something. Wow. This guy shows zero fucking remorse as well. I couldn't imagine being told that if I was in that person's shoes and actually genuinely had an accident, that I'd killed somebody. I actually remember there was a show that I can't remember what it was called. Cameras that followed police around and obviously showed what they went through. And one of the cases, remember it so vividly because of the fact that it was round the corner of where I used to live. And there's this big A road. So there's 2 lanes on one side, 2 lanes on the other, and it's pitch black down there unless obviously you've got your car lights on. And this person was riding their bike on an A road that's 70 miles an hour. So when I say bike, I mean bicycle. I don't mean motorbike. And they had no high vis on. They shouldn't have been on that road. Apparently they'd had a lot to drink. They'd tested the person's blood level. But they'd clearly been hit by a car, and the car had hit and run. And when they found who had hit this person, it turned out it was an 18-year-old girl who thought she'd hit a fox. And when the girl found out that she killed someone, she was distraught. The fact that he's so, there's no head in hands, there's no shame of hanging his head down, and I get that possibly could be to do with the fact that he's a veteran and used to having to kill people, but this is not only so different, but it's not in the heat of battle, it was in the heat of anger. He didn't even feel threatened. This was such a waste. If he'd had a discussion and said, look, I'm really sorry, I have to park here because of, you know, my leg, or because I'm 78, or because of this, that, and the other, they could have come to a resolution that the guy said, oh, I understand, but the reason is this, that, and the other. I can help you get to, you know, from A to B. There are disabled parking spaces in such and such. You know, they could have come to some sort of understanding between each other, but it's the fact that he just ran someone over to the point of killing them.
Okay, that's the problem.
No court would ever get the chance to decide whether Ted Castle intentionally killed Donald Corvette Davis. According to court records, Ted died before the case could go to trial, resulting in the charges against him being dismissed.
Do you think it was all the stress and that anger and stuff probably caused him a heart attack or something?
Watch our full videos as they were originally made, available now on Apple TV.
Wow, you guys are on Apple TV. That's so cool. Well done. Genuinely, that's so cool. Went 78 years without being told no, and it really shows. Yeah, this is just, I would not be surprised if he was mega. When bullies get old and weak, I find it hard to believe that anybody would invite this guy to a birthday party. Yeah, it makes me wonder if he was a bit different like 15 years ago. Slipped off the brake my arse. He should not be behind a wheel. Well, turns out he never will be again. Veteran here, you don't have to respect veterans if they're arseholes. Hard agree. Oh, that was a sad end. I did not expect it to go that way. If you want to see more reactions to Explore With Us content, please let me know in a comment below, or just like the video. I'd really, really appreciate it. You guys seem to be really enjoying the body cam footage, and that's really cool because it's something that I enjoy reacting to. I'm going to try and make some more like day in the life kind of videos, or week in the life kind of videos, kind of showing what I do during the week if you guys are interested in that. If not, you get it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!